O Jews of Yathrib, you are the people of the book, and this man in our land, Muhammad, claims to be a prophet. You have knowledge that we do not have. Tell us something we can ask him to test his claim.
Ask him about the great king who journeyed to the eastern and western ends of the earth. If he answers all three correctly, he is truly a prophet. If he cannot answer them, then he is not.
يسألونك عن ذي القرنين قل سأتلو عليكم منه ذكرا.
They ask you about Dhul Qarnayn. Say, I will relate to you something of his narrative.
Rebecca, wife of Prophet Ishaq, gave birth to two boys who would grow up to be two different nations, Yaqub and Esau. Esau grew up to have a never-ending hatred for Yaqub, also known as Jacob. Yaqub grew up, and the Most High gave him the name Yisrael. Esau moved into the caves of Mount Seir to hide from the sun, and there he met a Horite woman, married her, and had a son named Eliphaz. Eliphaz had a son named Amalek, grandson of Esau. Amalek's children became known as the Amalekites, arch enemies of the children of Israel. After crossing the Red Sea, leaving Kemet, the children of Israel were ambushed by the Amalekites in Rephidim. Exodus 17:16, the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. The title Gog or Agog was used for the king of the Amalekites. The children of Israel grew stronger and destroyed Amalekites, Agogites. The Agogites were exiled out the land and sent to freeze in the Caucasus Mountains to live in caves with the wild, barbaric Magog tribes. They were banned and cut off from the civilized world on the other side of the mountains. The Agogites came across the descendants of Magog in the Caucasus Mountains and Eurasian steppe region and intermarried and intermingled with one another, forming the ultimate colonizer DNA that spread and migrated throughout Russia, Ukraine, Mongolia, Germany, Scandinavia, Siberia, England, Hungary. Agog and Magog became the Scythians, Sarmatians, Alans, Huns, Avars, Gog-Turks, Khazars, Mongols, Vikings, Goths, and today they are the Russians, Ukrainians, some Chinese and Koreans who descend from Mongols, British, France, Spain, Belgium, Germans, NATO, white Australians, white New Zealanders, white Americans, white South Africans, and the Ashkenazi living in Israel. One of the tribes of God, called the Visigoths, conquered all of Western Europe and swarmed towards Iberia, where the port of Gog, aka Portugal, and Spain was ruled by black Israelite Muslims called Moors. In 1492, Queen Isabella defeated the final stronghold in Granada from the Muslims and tortured them during the Spanish Inquisition, in which the Moors, who were expert navigators, gave up the secret location of the new land of gold, or what we call today the Americas. Queen Isabella kicked out all the black Jews and Muslims out of Spain and sent them to West Africa, where later they would enslave them. She accepted and funded Christopher Columbus' offer to travel west to look for this land of gold that the Moors kept secret from the Europeans. Queen Isabella desired to rebuild the great Visigoth kingdom and find new lands to conquer, more people to kill. Christopher Columbus arrived in the Caribbean and found black and brown people everywhere. The children of Israel was already here. He vowed to enslave them all and rob them all of all their gold. News got back to Spain that new land with gold was found. The western nations of Gog and Magog invaded. Spanish sent the conquistadors and British sent the redcoats and navy to murder and force the natives and Israelites to speak Spanish and English, and the British came to invade the entire earth, killing millions. Native America, Africa, Canada, Jamaica, India, Australia, New Zealand, China, Palestine, forcing the world to speak English, the language born from the descendants of Magog. And there you have it. That's just a preview. Stay tuned because you never know what's going on in the creative mind of Mo Truth, a brain with a fully activated pineal gland. Don't miss out on what my creative juices is flowing up next. However, making these animated videos is very expensive. We are just a brand new startup animation company, and if you want to donate to help pay for the costly animated expenses of these videos, it would truly help us invest in better quality and more unique content growing forward. You can Cash App us at #Awakenati, and you can use PayPal if that's your preferred method at paypal.me/Awakenati. I will leave links in the description, and your support is highly appreciated. Super Niggas Entertainment Empire will take off and take over with your help. Press like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on our future videos. And also leave a comment so the algorithm can give this channel more exposure to a wider audience so we can continue to grow and take over. You know you want to see what creative chaos my brain is conjuring up next. Well, Moki, here we are. The final wave of Gog and Magog before the Day of Judgment is the upcoming global nuclear World War III by Russia, China, and NATO. It has already started in Ground Zero, Russia versus Ukraine.